We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season. A measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab close to the logo. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Berry. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit. And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part.
Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Anderson will throw. Gets it to the back. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Anderson wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
So now it's second and long. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. The 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. He's got 50 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
LSU 10, Miami 3.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
I get it. It wasn't going to be a positive play. You weren't going to get a lot of yards, but I'd love to see you stick it up in there and hit somebody and finish the play with some physicality and at least pick up 1 or 2.
As long as you don't lose the football. It's already a bad play. Just don't make things worse.
Coach Rick used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. He's got it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have enough of them.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Powell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it in. It's Berry. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? DB's right up on the receivers. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Powell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They try to pop a run on the draw. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. LSU quick to the line. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Caught close to the marker. It's Watkins. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the try is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-longs against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got the back in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Right back to the well. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that pull, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
The Hurricanes need to pick it up on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pound their way in. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wide open downfield. Turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Now improvising. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Gets away. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Never a doubt. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out on the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Anderson will throw. They've got the screen set up. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Anderson wants to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hill. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. LSU will get a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground and some room to work. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Crosses to 40. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The offense changing the play. Anderson will throw. He wants a big play here late. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.